Hello, I'm making this video for Hans Walker. My name is Joshua Havens. I've got some pretty incredible fire-resistant material I'd like to share with you. I haven't worked out the patents and that stuff yet, but I'm pretty interested in doing such. I wanted your advice and opinion on it. I was referred to you by my best friend and partner, Ashley, and she said that you might be interested. So here it is. Some thin stuff, and basically what it is makes a carbon layer, and carbon's the best thermal insulator known to man. So I'll hold it on my hand and it won't burn my hand. I'm going to readjust it a little bit. It's still kind of like dough material still. I'm going to make sure it's covering the tips of my fingers, otherwise I'll get my tips all burnt. So basically, I could do this until I get bored. I've done it for about a half an hour before, and once it makes a carbon layer, it doesn't transfer the heat through that. And that carbon layer is only about a 1/16 of an inch thick at thickest. And 90-something% of everything on Earth is carbon-based, like your carbon-based life forms. Carbon's very prevalent. But it's just a matter of getting it to stick together and not flake off. And that's where this stuff comes in handy. It's biodegradable, all natural, and it's even edible, believe it or not. Only a few ingredients. So my thought is mainly use it for fire-resistant materials like clothing, fire suits for turnouts for firefighters, fire blankets, race suits for like motorsports drivers, and possibly coatings on homes. That'd be very beneficial for the public. And I've done some work with it so far on like putting it on wood and burning it and seeing if it burns the wood. It doesn't go through and burn the wood, and even a thin coating, you know. I'm still working on how to encapsulate it in the siding. I think you get my point. This stuff doesn't burn. I mean, it burns, but it doesn't transfer the heat. That's the number one thing. So I've got another little experiment to do, or a sample, I guess, to show. Before I get to the next part, though, this stuff's still kind of fresh and wet. The actual, what's holding the heat back is a layer of carbon. And that carbon layer is just so thin. You can kind of see it right there. Hopefully this comes out on the video. It's just like paper thin, that little black layer. And you can actually flake that black carbon off of there and get it down to the white stuff again, the raw material, and do it all over again, and it'll still protect your hand. So yeah, that's one demonstration. And another one is I'm thinking about making coatings to go on homes. They're like sidings that, you know, you can build your home with, and then also if fire's coming, you can stuff you can spray on your home, and then get inside, you know, and get out of danger. So I put some on a piece of cardboard, and I'll torch that, and we'll see if the cardboard starts to show signs of burning on the backside of it. And that's right here. There's some on the cardboard. And we'll see how this holds up. And if you'll notice, as it burns, it starts to puff out towards the flame. One of the ingredients in there is responsible for that. It actually pushes towards the heat and away from what it's protecting. You can see it kind of puffing up. The carbon layer is puffing up. This torch is it's a little bit under 3,000. And I'm not sure what wildfires get to or home structure fires get to, but I don't think they quite get as hot. I could be totally wrong though. But I do believe this is better than anything that could be out on the market as far as fire protection and integrated into clothing. That'll be a big step for protection of firefighters. So I showed this stuff to Ashley, and she said, like, hey, I got a guy that needs to see this. So she did mention that you're an entrepreneur and into making stuff happen. So I don't really know the first step as far as going about that. So hopefully you have some interest in this and be willing to work with me on that. And once again, you know, I can just do this till I get bored. I've never tried it on a piece of cardboard before, but I'm pretty certain it's not going to go through the backside. can see it's puffed up quite a bit, pushing towards the heat, away from what it's protecting. It went from as thick as maybe 2 tortillas. It looks like about a ½ inch. It's kind of hard to see yet. Well, you probably get the gist of it with that. And that did puff up quite a bit, starting off as thick as a couple of tortillas, and now it's, you know, raised up quite a bit. That's one of the advantages of this. It pushes towards the heat and away from what it's protecting. And backside of the cardboard, not darkened at all. It's actually still a little bit warmer, but you know, pretty much the same temp. Now the carbon layer, the thin carbon layer is what's stopping all the thermal, the heat. Let me cut through it and kind of show you how thin it is, what's doing the work there. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but as thin as that black layer of carbon is, that's what's stopping all the heat transfer. So I do think this stuff has a lot of potential to save lives, as far as you know, being made into fire suits or turnouts, or what they're referred to. Home coverings, spray on if the fire's coming, or siding, or whatever you can build your home out of with it. Race suits for automotive race drivers. I don't know, there's many applications it could be used for. And if you flake away the carbon layer, what's left behind will still do the same thing again. It'll puff back up and protect again. I'll show you that right here. like I did go through in one little spot. Must have not, yeah, when I flicked it off, there's nothing there. But yeah, so stuff just puffs back up again, man, after flicking the carbon layer off. What was left just puffs right back up and goes again. So I'm sure there's got to be some good uses for this stuff. Being as thin as it is, all natural, edible, biodegradable, and I have principles like this. So that's a pretty little piece to be on the finger, but all right, Hans. Well, hey, hopefully you get the idea of what that material is capable of, and I'll send you my email address. And if you're willing to come up with some ideas or something on marketing that, I'm more than willing to work with you on that. I know it can save a lot of lives. Just in the story I heard of the Cedar fire with 15 firefighters under fire blankets getting torched, you know, that didn't settle easy with me, you know, and it didn't have to be. So hopefully there could be lives saved and we can make something happen with that. Take care.